Welcome to practice. This is part number 3 of the intro series. There is no need to take the first 2 ones prior to this one, but if you like to watch these first 2 ones, you may find the link up here. For today's practice, we're going to need blocks, if you have them handy, as well as a towel or a blanket. We're going to start in Virasana, and for that, if you have sensible knees, just unfold a blanket or a towel at the very end of your mat and make it more comfortable for the knees, for the chin bones. And take one block to find this Virasana seat. So bring the knees to touch the inner knees, open the feet and place the block in between your inner ankles. Feel free to make it higher or use 2 blocks if this makes sense for your comfort. And then bring the palms onto your thighs and take the gaze into the front, into the distance, maybe closing your eyes already halfway down. And then use your palms for just a couple moments to glide up and down your thighs, to feel connected to yourself. Find the best place somewhere on your thighs and close your eyes down. Feel your seat first of all. Your seat rooting down into your support. Your toes, feet, ankles, chin bones and knees rooting down into the earth. And from your foundation, you easily can rise your spine tall. Lift the crown of your head. Move slightly into your back. And then find the rhythm of your breath today. Feel the rise and the fall of in and exhales. Start to extend the length of your breath without any force, just by the awareness which is drawn upon the breath. It's getting longer, smoother, deeper and more intense. We try to keep this longer breath throughout the practice, to fill in more oxygen and release more of the old stuff within our system. Last round here. Stay for the complete exhalation and then blink your eyes open. And with the next inhale, we find a rising sensation. Rise onto your chins, lift your arms overhead and lift your gaze. And with the exhale, think back down and bring your palms into prayer. Let's do this a couple times. Sweep the arms all the way up and around. And with the exhale, think back down. Deep in-breath. Rise. Let your eyes follow. And with the exhale, think back down. One last here. Inhale, press into your chins. Rise tall. And with the exhale, let it go. Bring the fingertips behind. Inhale here and rise your pelvis. Press your hips forward, let your heart rise. And with the exhale, lower. Let's do this twice more. Inhale, rise the hips. Engage your glutes and push the pelvis forward. And with the exhale, lower. One more, inhale, rise, roll the shoulders down your back, and with the exhale, come back down. Move forward and take the block, take both blocks into your front, into shoulder width distance, so we start creating a tabletop position. where the palms are today slightly in front of your shoulders and the knees slightly behind your hips. Curl the toes under and push your hips back. We move a couple times from front to back, move forward and get yourself back. See how much you can push your pelvis back onto heels. Feel the length on your sidelines, the activation within your toes and feet and within the legs. And then hold the position. Send yourself far back onto your heels. Feel the stretch on the soles of your feet. And maybe walking your palms slightly forward for this supported child's pose where the wrists are supported on your blocks and the fingertips are just crawling over the front edge. Let the head be softly hanging in between your upper arms. Take one breath here. Complete the exhale. And then bring your palms completely down onto the blocks. Take an in-breath and round forward. We do a couple cat stretches here to warm up the spinal muscles. And with the exhale, tilt your pelvis, look over the front edge of your mat and send your hips back. Inhale, roll and round forward. Draw the chin in, belly is firm. And with the exhale, tilt your pelvis and send yourself back. Inhale, roll forward. Arch your spine on the way back. Inhale, roll forward. And lower your thighs slightly closer to the floor and let your heart shine through. And with the exhale again, arch the spine and send yourself back. Inhale, roll forward. Lower the tops of your thighs down. And feel that you are pushing your chest through in between your arms by squeezing the glutes. And then inhale, roll forward and find a neutral spine here. Take your right chin out and extend your left leg long. So side plank, push your hips forward, root down through your right palm and extend this left arm up into the ceiling. See how much you can root down through the left foot, the outer edge especially. Inhale here, lift your hips and maybe extending this left arm overhead. Another option might be to lift this upper leg and lengthen from front to back, from fingertips to outer edge of the left foot. And slowly return. Bend the left knee and come back to center. Round your spine. Arch the spine and get yourself back. Inhale, roll forward. We take it over to the other side, so the left chin is moving out, the right foot is stepping behind. Press into the sole, press into your left palm, push the hips forward and extend your right arm. Then you may send the right arm alongside your temple, your ear, as well as you may lift the upper leg. Flex the toes and feel the length on your right side. Come back, bend the knee and come back into this neutral tabletop position. Arch your spine, curl the toes under and send yourself back. Round forward with the next coming inhale. With the exhale, arch your spine, And we're going to lift the knees for first downward facing dog. So send your ribs against your thighs. Press your palms down into the blocks and start to lift your hips. Keep the knees bent and find out how high you can lift your hips without straightening the legs completely. Deep in-breath here and stay for the exhale. The next inhale, rise your heels high and roll forward into plank. Maybe you glide your feet a bit further away to find a long extension in this plank. And then lower the knees down and send your hips back. Inhale, roll and round forward. We have been here moments before. Lower your thighs further down and let your heart shine through in between your upper arms. And then arch the spine, send your hips back and find downward facing dog again. Let's do this little flow again. So inhale, lift heels, roll forward into plank, high push up. Lower the knees down and send your hips back. Inhale, roll and round forward. Lower the thighs down and let your heart shine through. With the exhale, send yourself back and find downward facing dog. Inhale here and lift your right leg. Draw the right knee into your core. Move forward. Lift onto the left tippy toes as high as possible. Lift the hips high and step the foot in between your blocks. This is the first option. We have another option if you can't step through all the way. It's the case for a lot of people. So let's try the second version. Inhale here, rise high. Draw knee into core. Lift onto your left tippy toes. And for some of us, we just can step all the way up to the half of the mat. No problem. Take your right palm around this right ankle and help the foot to come forward. Same thing, easy way to find a lunge. Fingertips are coming on the blocks and we are finding a first low lunge here. So we're going to lift the heart over the front knee and with the exhale, send the hips back and lift the front toes. The front knee, the right knee is bent to extend the spine more fully. Maybe it helps to find a higher level for the block, to extend the spine and find the stretch on the complete line of the back of your right leg. And then lower the foot back down. Left palm is rooting down and you are rising here into a side lunge twist. Reaching back with your right arm. Take an inhale here. And with the exhale, right palm is coming back down. Curl the back toes under. Lift the back knee. And scoop this right heel into your butt to step back into downward facing dog. We take this little flow into the other side, so twice again on the left. Inhale to rise the left leg. And you lift onto your right toes, draw the knee into your core and move forward. And find out whether it's possible to send the left foot directly forward. Second option. Inhale, extend this left leg. Draw the knee in, rise onto the tippy toes, and if the foot is just landing here, no worries. Get help of your left palm and place the foot completely down in front of the blocks. Right knee is lowering down. You climb onto the block and extend your heart here. Inhale. And now with the exhale, half Hanuman, we flex the front toes. Stay on these blocks or lift your palms higher if it makes sense to feel the stretch more deeply, and to send your left hip back and feel the spine extended. And then lower the foot back down, place blocks around the front foot. The right palm is rooting down and you are rising into this side lunge twist on the left. With the exhale, frame the front foot, curl the back toes under, rise your hips to make it easier to curl this left heel into your seat and step it back into downward facing dog. Inhale to rise and come forward into plank. Lower the knees down with the exhale and take your hips back. Inhale, roll forward. Lower the thighs down and let your heart shine through. Tilt your pelvis, send the hips back and find downward facing dog. We do another round. So we're going to lift the right leg and just use your best option to take the foot through and forward. Rise onto your tippy toes on the left, draw knee into core, and find out how you can bring the foot all the way forward. Lower the left knee down. Rise your left arm back like we have done before. And now we are reaching with the right one forward. So pull into the opposite directions. Inhale here. And with the exhale, circle the arms back down. Curl the back toes under. And now we use the blocks on the highest level. Let's say half of a meter or 30 centimeters in front of you. You are lengthening the back leg and we are stepping onto this right foot. And you may do couple steps like this before you lift the foot, or you may just trust your right foot and lift right away into this L shape, as we call this position. You have your palms on the blocks below shoulders. Extend your spine, reach back with these left toes, and maybe having the right knee with a tiny bend. And whenever you are ready, you are releasing the palms and bring the palms into prayer in front of heart center. Third warrior. Extend your spine. Be aware of your standing leg. And whenever you are ready, draw the knee into your chest and find an upright position. Interlace fingers around this left shin bone. Gives more balance and makes it a little bit easier to draw the knee into your core, into your center. We move the same way back. First, we're going to extend here. Inhale. With the exhale, palms in prayer, lean forward. Extend this left leg long behind. Find the blocks with your palms. Lower the left foot down. Take the blocks back around the front foot. Lift hips. Scoop the heel in and step it back into downward facing dog. Deep breaths here and a long exhale. We do this towards the other side, so the left foot is rising just once on this round. Draw the knee into the core, lift onto the tippy toes. Your version how to step the foot forward completely. Lower the right knee down. Take the right arm into your back first. And then rise into this twist by reaching the arms forward and backwards. Circle the arms back. Frame your front foot. Curl the back toes under to extend the back leg. And take the blocks again in front of you. And now step into this left foot directly, or use couple steps to reach this L step, where the back leg is extended. The front knee may have a gentle bend. Extend your spine. And whenever you are ready, you bring both palms in front of heart center into this third warrior variation. And then slowly test your balance. You're going to take this right knee with you. Interlace the fingers. You may stand next to a wall if you need to get your palm or your fingers somewhere to find the balance. We take it the same way back like we came into. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, palms in prayer. Prepare to shoot this right leg back into this third warrior. Left knee is having a gentle bend. Palms are coming down. Extend once again from toes to the back of your scalp. And then lower the right knee down. Both blocks around the front foot. Lift your hips. Scoop the heel in. And find downward facing dog. Inhale to rise your heels and move once again forward into top of the push-up. Lower the knees down and send your hips back. Roll forward. Lower the thighs further down and extend your heart through. Tilt the pelvis and find downward facing dog. Deep in-breath here and a long exhalation. Lift heels, lower knees, split the knees a little. Bring the big toes to touch. Walk your hips back onto your heels and lower your forearms down. You may use one block for your forehead if this feels comfortable, or you take the forehead completely down onto the mat. Bring the arms into a cactus shape and rest here for one deep breath. Stay for the complete length of the exhale. And then palms in front of the kneecaps, roll back up, and we move forward onto the belly. Take the blocks over to one side and maybe the towel or the blanket as well. Walk the forearms out. And then step the feet back and we are having forearm plank. To lower down completely onto the belly in a moment. To have a back bend and a strengthening of the spinal muscles close to the end of our practice today. Hold here. Scoop the lower belly in. Squeeze your glute. Extend through your legs and push your heels back. Press down through forearms. And feel this rounding sensation in the upper part of your shoulders. And then lower the knees down, point the toes away from you, and lower down completely. Down onto the mat. We're gonna open the arms into a shape where the fingers are outside the mat and having kind of a cup form. So the inner palms are lifted and you are just standing on your fingertips. Root down through your pubic bone. So it's an Bhujangasana, it's an extended or wide open cobra.
Extend your legs so the tops of your feet are rooting down as well. Take an in-breath. The elbows are pointing towards your waistline and rise. And with the exhale, lower down. Let's do this a couple times. Inhale to rise. And with the exhale, lower down. Inhale again. Lift. And with the exhale, lower. Twice more. Inhale. And with the exhale, lower. One last. Inhale here. And rise. Shoulders down your back. And then slowly lower down completely. We take this into a movement where we combine this back bending sensation of the cobra with a soft opening of the front of our shoulders. And we start this with the right side. So the right arm is stretched out in line with your shoulders. The palm is facing down, and the left one stays already like this wide open cobra shape. Take an in-breath, lift your left leg, bend the knee and step the foot behind your right calf or knee crease. Roll back into your center. Place the right palm for this cobra shape and rise tall here. And with the exhale, lower down. We are lengthening the left arm out. Keep the right fingers as they are. Roll over towards your left shoulder, left outer hip, and step the right foot behind. Come back to center with the exhale. Again, all 10 fingers are rooting down to find this cobra lift. And with the exhale, lower down. Stretch the right arm out. We are activating the lines of the meridians in your inner arms. You may feel it a little bit tingling. Come back to center. All 10 fingers are rooting down, and you're gonna rise here. Left side is extending. Roll over. Take the right foot behind. And then come back into center. All 10 fingers down onto the earth next to your mat. Lower down. One last round. So the right one is moving out. Left foot is stepping behind. Come back to center. Rising high. And one last time over to the left. Step the right foot behind. And roll back into your center. One last cobra for today. Inhale. And with the exhale, lower down. Bring the forehead down. We rest today in our final destination in this Shavasana on the belly. And you may use your towel or your blanket once again. So we have the arms in a cactus shape. And roll your one side temple, your right ear or your left ear down into the mat. And close your eyes down to take a rest here. Let the toes point away from you. Palms are rooting down into the earth. You may still feel your heartbeat as well as the pulse around your belly. And you may have a sense of gratitude, which you may increase inside yourself for the practice you just did. all the movements, all the asanas, the body was able to fulfill. This also may create a smile around your lips. Keep the eyes closed and roll over your forehead onto the other side of your heart. Feel the earth carrying the whole length of your front. And this may bring you into a sensation of giving a hug to the earth. Return your heart, your forehead, into your center. Bring your palms around your chest. You may keep your eyes closed, and whenever you are ready, you push yourself back into a child's pose. So split the knees a little wide, bring the big toes to touch, and settle your hips back. Let your forehead root down into the earth, or take the forehead onto both of your palms. Still having this sense of gratitude and contentment inside yourself. When you bring your palms in front of kneecaps, slowly roll up into an upright kneeling position. Close your eyes down again. Bring palms in prayer in front of heart center. And lower down over your fingertips to smile into your heart. Lift the head back up. Thank you so much. Namaste.